Good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here with us today for the monthly update on the Hedge Invest Newman Credit Fund. This is Filippo Lanza, CIO of Newman. The month of January was a slightly negative performance for us. We were down 40 basis points, roughly made of around 100 basis points of losses on macro shorts, specifically concentrated around European periphery, European equity and credit. And against that, we had positive contribution from our corporate stress and distress bucket and from our event bucket across capital structure trades. The opportunity that we see is for a continuation of some of the trends we've seen last year. Our main principle remains that we do not need to have a Lehman Brothers event to produce Lehman Brothers markets. And actually, as a matter of fact, our expectation that in 2019, maybe 2020, but probably 2019, we may see a confluence of some of the drivers that we've seen during the crisis of 2008 and some of the drivers we've seen during the crisis of 11, coming from Europe with the periphery. And on top of that, all of that compounded by the total lack of liquidity in the market and the lack of any real intermediation function from investment banks like it used to be in the past. So we are incredibly negative on the macro side. So we added to the shorts that we had via put option on the equity, via option on credit. Obviously, those are expensive options. We intend to keep on building on that because we are becoming more and more confident on our macro bearish view. As we build on that, obviously, we try to make money and profit on stress and distress opportunity. Great space there. We had triple-digit return on OVS and PCG over the last few weeks. And so that's going to be a great bucket to produce alpha. And at the same time, M&A is going to be the only solution for most companies trying to, compete and trying to limit the deflationary pressure coming from technological company and technological giants. Having said that, obviously the main driver for us is not central banks, although they are just very important in the tactical positioning of the fund. But what is really important is the technological winter that was partially unleashed by technology and partially compounded by the zero interest rate and super liquidity we experienced for the last 10 years. We think that created a massive level of overinvestment in technology, which are super productive, and that creates overcapacity across any sector: media, technology, software, logistics, anything, retail. And we think that will create an enormous amount of pressure on a very levered world already. So we do expect a serious credit crunch in the next 15 months, 16 months. And we do think that they will create a major repercussion across the market. And the reaction will be different from policymakers because it will require fiscal reaction. That fiscal reaction may not be as easily coordinated like we've seen with central banks in 2009. We feel very strongly like we felt in 2009, and we think we are in front of a big discontinuity point. So we remind investors to be very cautious to get out of any liquid funds in liquid positioning that they can do right now. While there is this short squeeze, and to prepare for like a very serious amount of volatility in the months forward. With this, I thank you very much, and I hope to be with you again for the February update in a few weeks. Thank you very much.